Yo, it's the Latin Bass Assassin. What's up? What's happening? What up, homies? All right, guys. Let's figure out what we're gonna do. Why did Rude call you tater nuts? Why would he call you that, bro? Does he know something that I don't know? What up, Colin? He's been calling you that. Well, I must have missed it, dog. Bien llenaste vacío. Bleh, 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 bleh. Yo, Kevin, what's up? Long time no see, dog. Chilly. All right. Engage the core. There's got to be a second side to this wake. There it is. Forget about it. Let's go to the other side. Oh, bro, I'm on a 50-incher. What's up? All right. So, I'm on a 50-incher, bros. We better pull out a 5-pound BBL if we're on a 50-incher. That's what we got to do. That is the only thing that would make sense for us to pull out a... Oh yeah, bro. These guys had to have had like at least half a cow. They had to have had half a cow in that picture. That was a ridiculous amount of meat. I mean, I guess it's a normal amount of meat if you're a bunch of dudes. Where is the rod that I... I want to put Don's chatterbait on. And I also might throw a jerk bait. It's definitely salt. Gross. Ah, just FYI, bros. Al sent me a picture. He caught himself a BBL. Now, he didn't send me a picture of the BBL, but he sent me a picture of a number on the board. And that signified that he had caught a BBL today. One would think that I would have all this stuff done already, but that same one would be incorrect. All right, so there's definitely a lot of bait balls here. There's bait cruising. I am in 12 feet of water. A lot of bait. Bro, I'm spitting out this salt. I should just rinse my mouth out, but you're right, bro. That's smooth. But I'm spitting out the salt, dog. Me trying to be Ike, dog. I'm just trying to get this taste out of my mouth. Yo, Nuke, what up? We're gonna attempt to catch a BBL for them all. All right, this is L's BBL. PBL. This is puro BBL right there. That is the BBL that Anakin Skywalker caught right there. BBL. All right. Krill, I'll eventually rinse out my mouth, bro, but that means I gotta get some water. That means I gotta open a compartment. There's a lot of stuff that needs to happen. I'm trying to get this stuff ready before I float past all this stuff. Here, so that Krill won't be crying about me spitting. I had to do it a couple times here, Krill. It's like the dentist office. And there, problem solved, Krill. Now you won't hear me spit for another 30 minutes. Robert, hello. What's up, Rob? Oh, that's a lot sunnier. have no maps. Show me some maps, fool. All right, we're back. Okay, the bait seemed to be over here. I think this fool dives just a bit too deep. Oh, that's a little bit too deep. This guy is built deep in hydrilla, so I would say that's a little bit deep. LJ, hopefully you still have not been convinced to buy a boat by Rob. Don't do it, dog. Or do it, whichever one you want to do. Do it or don't. This guy's getting too deep down there. I'm gonna have to bust a retee. Dang it. What is this guy doing? Digging a trench down there? We barely started throwing some lines, LJ. We assumed that we will catch them, but we barely got here. Then we got scolded by Creel to quit spitting. And now we're in the game. And this crankbait gets... seems like too deep, but we're gonna find out in a second how deep it is on that side. Yo, Al, you think there's only 200 boats in the Big Bass Tour? My guess would be that there was more than 200 boats, but what do I know? Don't answer that, Creel. All right, I'm gonna try and throw a jerkbait right quick. One more time, Creel. Because I have to spit out whatever germs I got from that retie right there. Maybe that's why I don't retie, Creel. So I don't want germs. If I get sick, we'll blame it on Creel because I can't. He doesn't let me spit out all the germs that. Creel, we all start with nothing, bro, and then we build. There's some bait that's jumping right there. Right at the point. I see bait everywhere here. It's just flickering, but I'm not sure that my jerkbait matches the hatch. He might be a little bit too grande. I have to work this a little bit fast because for some reason, this particular jerkbait, he's floating right now. And I'm assuming that it's because of the temperature of the water, but right now I'm using a jerkbait, dude. And I do a tournament every so often, but for funsies, bro. Last year I did the pro side and I got my bass kicked. So then I said, let me take a day off. I mean, a year or so off and assess life. I'm on a sabbatical. Oh yeah, El, you could take all the floating eelgrass you want, bro. Put it in your pocket. Put it in your pocket, put it in your live well. You know, basically anywhere you want, just take it. This is a pretty steep drop right here, so I'm just gonna, like right now we're in 12 feet of water. And I'm just gonna cruise. Yo, you're preaching to the choir there, LJ, but I'm just throwing stuff I usually hesitate to throw, so we'll throw it for a little bit. We'll see what's up, and then when times get tough, then we go back to Little slow and steady. Yo, 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 what's up, brah? It's Friday. Oh, I forgot, dogs. It's Friday, right? Let me double check. Yeah, I forgot, bros. It's Friday, Friday. Gonna catch a fish on Friday. Casting and catching, yeah. Casting and catching, yeah. It's Friday, Friday. Gonna catch a fish on Friday. Casting and catching, yeah. Casting and catching, yeah. Forgot about that, brah. I must be missing days. Usually on a Friday, we're out here earlier. What am I looking at here? Okay, I came up, got a little, it's a grass. It got a little rocky right there. All right, it comes up right there. Let's see about getting some bait stuck. Well, let's see about getting some bait stuck in here. We'll start off with a shaky head. We'll see if we can get it stuck in a rock. Hopefully not, but we'll see. We will more than likely still be here, Al, so no rush, Doc. You're good. We are in about 12 feet of water. I saw some little arches chilling on the little rock drop here. Well, it does no good if you guys are trying to get blinded back there. I will have to put my sunglasses on. There is not a cloud. Well, there's a couple over here. There are some amount of clouds in the sky, but not a lot. They are very, very thin. You guys happen to catch the Dodgers win last night? I don't even like baseball, guys. But if I had to choose a team, then I would take the Dodgers. I didn't save Rip Rap the dog, bro. Oh, wait. If I were to even get nominated for that award, bro, even though I believe that was a sly way for you to just drop some politics in the chat, I would have to share that award with Tater, because Tater was the one who, in fact, I just give it to Tater, because Tater was the one who kept Rip Rap from running up into the street. All I did was yak about, bro. And I'm yakking all the time. Right now I'm yakking. So I didn't do anything, bro. I just was chilling. So I should not get a Nobel Peace or Prize, bro. That should be for Tater. Tater, I nominate you. Though we don't know if we saved her, bro. We saved her for another day, but I don't know if she's accepted Jesus into her life. So I didn't do any praying over her, or I didn't baptize her. If Tater did, well, maybe she was saved. But I didn't see him. And then I saw her a couple times and she didn't want to hang out with me, so I'm pretty sure she wasn't saved, because no dog that is saved has ever not liked me. Dudes, does this guy find some joy in calling? Does he have some joy in calling when he knows the rules, bro? Don't even waste my time. You know the rules. So yeah, unless Tater says that he baptized her, I don't think she was saved. Potentially, she just disappeared. Maybe she got raptured. I don't know. Oh, that's a bait ball behind me. I'm assuming you guys can see all these ripples right there. Well, that is definitely a bait ball behind me. Where's the baby chatter? I need to get that little fool. Ooh, but I don't have a, what do you call it? A spinning reel. So casting that guy is gonna be a problem. That bait ball's chilling. Rip rap. Oh well, guys, no telling what happened to her. I had not seen any bodies on the road, so maybe somebody picked her up. I don't know. But she didn't want anything to do with me. Even though I gave her a premium barbecue sandwich, I shared it with her. I mean, come on, bros. That is ridiculous. That bait ball is chilling right behind me. Or in front of me now. I just assume that when the sun goes down, this place is gonna get real crazy. Maybe I wasn't letting it drop all the way down. Okay, let's focus. Let's pay attention. Unlimited is correct. He did say that. Dude, but I'm not just anyone, bro. I was like, I was trying to connect with her on a spiritual level, bro. It was, dude, I had no plans to eat this barbecue chicken sandwich. Well, it was barbecue chicken. So, is barbecue chicken not barbecue? I think anything barbecue is barbecue. But maybe I'm wrong. I've been wrong before. So, yeah, like I had intended for her to be my homie. I never wanted to go buy that chicken sandwich. It's just somebody, I'm not going to say who, but somebody in the chat said, yo, go pick her up some food and see if she'll go to you. And I was like, all right, there's this spot right here that sells barbecue stuff. Let me go buy something from there. And then I bought the sandwich. There was one bite for me, one bite for her. I almost wish that I had spaghetti, because if I had spaghetti, we could have had a Lady and the Tramp kind of meal. And then as we got close and then I turned, I would have grabbed her. I wouldn't have like kissed her because that's weird, but I would have grabbed her as we got close enough, as the spaghetti got close enough, I would have been like, yeah, boom. And then she would have gone cruising with me. But that never happened. She wasn't having it. She was not having it. All right, shaky head, no play. We will continue down the bank. There's bait everywhere. This is very familiar. This is when I had to bust out. And thanks to Chris from the ghetto, he's the one who suggested that bait and said, yo, bro, throw this little, I don't even know what it's called. It's a chatterbait, but it's like the tiniest chatterbait you've ever seen. And I'm talking about like super tiny. And I would throw that into the bait balls or around them and let it sink down and just kind of pick off a fish or two. But I don't have my spinning rod here. So anyways, do you have a, nope, do not. And here we go. Here we go. You see what you started, Snizook. We were all just trying to have a peaceful Friday, get lost on the water. And now we've activated the Canadians. I am using a bunch of different rods. Currently, I'm using a G Loomis rod. A G Loom, bruh. I'm using a G Loom. I have G Looms. I got, I think St. Croix. I don't know. I've got one that I bought off of Instagram to try it out. And then I got one that I got from the Bassmaster Classic. It's Cast King, 2-piece. Seems to be holding up okay. That is the one that I throw Don's chatterbait on now because the unicorn horn rod broke. Oh, that's grass. Grass. There's a lot of bait in here. You're free till the afternoon. What the heck does that mean, bro? I'm free every day. I was born in America. Born in the USA, bro. I was born in the USA. I was born in the USA. You see what you did? You see what you did, brother? Now you made everybody have to hear my Bruce Springsteen. Oh, dude, look, this is the Bruce Springsteen cover, the album cover. I got my gloves right there, my jeans, and I'm all like, I was born in the USA. Now, some of you guys might think I was born in East LA, but I am not. I was born in the USA. This particular shirt, you cannot get this shirt, bro. But if you want a version of this, but it's not a sun shirt, it's just the fish around and find out stuff on the back, that can be bought at semperfish.net. That is SEMPERFISH.net. And some would say it could be purchased. I'll say you could buy it there. It could be bought. What is this guy talking about? Dude, all your... Hey, Colin. My brother said he's in the friend zone. I don't know what he's talking about, but he said he's in the friend zone. So just a little FYI, bro. You might have yourself a flight down to Alabama. You never know, bro. Fly down to Alabama. You can go fishing, throw your Rapalas anywhere you want in here, and you'll be like, look, bro, look at these Rapalas. Look at these spoons. Look at this jitterbug. I think it's a jitterbug. And then you can show me, and I'll be like, I guess a jitterbug would work. And then we go from there. All right, so this ain't working. So you can throw all you want down here, dog. Where did that guy go? He's right here. So my brother said he's free until the afternoon. I believe that this is the afternoon. So what's he talking about? We are now throwing Don's chatterbait. This is coming up a little bit, so we're gonna stay out of in there. Currently we are in about 8 feet of water. There is a lot of grass. We'll just cast into it and run it back. Jason about to loco up. Jason, if every day is a Friday for you, what does this count as? Is this also a Friday, or is this like Super Friday? Extra Friday? Bonus Friday? What kind of a Friday is this, dude? Because this is actual Friday. But what does it count for if you're always... What the heck, bro? Kimmy's till the afternoon. What does this guy talk about, bro? Like, I'm not following. Huh? Jason, I don't know what you're talking about. Off-brand of what? I mean, not Jason, sorry. LJ, I don't know what off-brand you're talking about. There is no off-brand of, I don't remember discussing off-brands. Hey, you stay away from me, freaking gnats. Yeah, we'll wait there, Jason, till you get us the answer. Yo, Rob, nobody... Like, that is one of... There's some floating eelgrass right here. Lots of it. That is one of my brother's specialties. Getting other people to say things for him because he ain't got the... Let's call them tanates to just outright say something. I don't know why. I'm pretty sure that during him being born in the USA, they just verified that he should have those, but I don't know, because he should just be like, yo, this statement or that statement. But instead, I think he's got more female traits than than we would like to see in a human male, because he's all like, you know, I could really go for a bite to eat. Oh, yeah, I'm a little bit peckish. I'm maybe hungry. And, or, hey, bro, are you thirsty? don't you want some orange juice or something? I'm like, dude, I don't need anything. But rather than just be there and say, yo, bro, I would like to go get some beverages to become lubricated, he won't say that. He'll try and get it to where it's for your benefit that you would go. And that is where I'm all like, dude, just get some waves, bro. Get some waves and just ask. You afraid that somebody's gonna say no? Oh, he finally asked a question. Hold on. Hold on. This guy said he'll go sober. How are you going to go sober, bro? I don't even know if that's even possible. Go sober. How are you? Nah. This is like if Jason told me right now, and I don't really know Jason. This is like if Jason told me, yo, bro, I'm watching the broadcast without a Four Loko in my hand. Then I'd be like, Jason, keep it real, dog. And Jason, I'm just messing with you. You know I that, and I'm like, all so sober. Kimmy's got you on a leash. How can Kimmy have you on a leash when somewhere like I thought I saw you put that you were in the friend zone. So I've never been in the friend zone and been leashed by someone in the friend zone. I mean, truth be told, I don't think I've ever been leashed. I'm an animal that's allowed to roam because this animal can be trusted, bro. This animal can be trusted to roam about, be like, what up, dog? We good. You're on a leash. In the friend zone. Yo, LJ. If my brother drank water, excuse me, that would be like lithium touching water. It's not a good combination. I don't think he knows how to just drink regular water, be it lake water, be it whatever. After last night, you got put on a leash. I don't even know what that means. I don't know what you did. I don't know what happened, Creel. And all these little is because some bugs are trying to infiltrate my body. And as I'm talking, they're attempting to infiltrate through my mouth. Did you just nerd me, moderator, because I said lithium and water? All right, guys. Apparently, somebody can't say something about water and lithium. We have to act like they get along. Like those are two friendly forces there. Oh, now Jason wants the tea, bro. Jason wants you to spill the tea on what you did. What dumb thing did my brother do that got him put in the... Dudes, now he's calling me. Nah, you see, guys? Yo, I've told you, if I've told you once, I've told you 1,000 times, bro. Print out your agenda in the chat and tell us what you want to talk about. And then we will determine if the chat or if the agenda is good enough to answer the phone. Because, bro, this is not the freaking Tino trying to profess his affection for Kimmy channel. That's not what it is, bro. You don't go messing up and then say, I'm going to profess to the world my adoration of Kimmy on the Rodcast. Nah, bro, that's not what this is for. We're over here trying to catch a fish, not trying to save relationships. That's your problem. Yo, LJ, you never know what's going to happen on this on the Rodcast. It gets crazy. Now we're attempting to catch fish, but at the same time, we're juggling all these things like conversations, real life drama with my brother and apparently his buddy, because he got put in the friend zone. So if he got put in the friend zone, then they're buddies. His female buddy. So you could type it in the chat, bro. You could type your agenda, and then we'll go from there. But you see, guys, if you noticed, do you see the behavior of my brother? Like, he's got a hidden agenda here. Because when things are going well with him and Kimmy, we don't hear from him. I mean, he might pop in real quick and be like, hey, what's up? What's up? And then he'll disappear. But when things aren't going good, then he's all like, or if Kimmy's busy doing something else, I don't know, he's all like, hey, bro, I'm going to go fishing with you. And I'm like, what? You are not. But thanks for asking, which you didn't. But also, thanks for letting me know that you're not. Because why all of a sudden do you want to roll with me? Yo, peace out, LJ. Good luck on the baseball game. Oh, basketball game. Oh, hoop it up. Dude, chef them up, bros. Break their ankles, but also keep your ankles safe. Do you want to fish? Check yes or no. Aw, get cute. Bro, I must understand the details behind this because I'm not your fail-safe, bro. I'm not your... I play second fiddle to no one, bro. So you can't be all like, yo, Kimmy doesn't want anything to do with me, so I'm gonna go hang out with you. I'm like, dude, then figure it out. That is not going to be my... Bros, we beat the bank with a chatterbait, and the bank was not open, maybe? Yo, Yak, what's happening? Chef Curry out. Matt, we are throwing a chatterbait. We are throwing a white chatterbait. This is Don's chatterbait. With no success. We have ran it throughout this entire bank, the bank that is behind us. No success. Hold on one cotton picking minute. I'm gonna have to do a re-tee. Gonna have to do a re-tee because what time is it? 5:30. 5:30, and not a single bite. Hopefully Creel's not here because I'm about to have to be spitting again. We're gonna go across to the other side, bro. This is Pluto, whatever. Pluto, whatever right here, bros. Pluto anyways. Thank BizBaits for sending me those oh, you're putting a trolling motor on there, bro. I thought you said for me to put a trolling motor on my kayak, and I was like, what? I'm not on the kayak, dog. We're lost here. We ain't going out like this, guys. There's a little bit of clearing right here with no eelgrass. Gonna have to have a mic off moment right here, guys. I'm throwing a 3DB. There's a big ball over there. All right, let me have myself a mic off moment real quick. All right, bros. Well, let's see what we got here. Let's cruise to the other side. We'll run this bank for a little bit, and then we're out of here. Your trolling porter is patillas. Yo, Jay. Jay focused on his chick. That's what's up. Schoolwork. That's the most important part right there, Jay. Focus on that schoolwork, bro. If something's got to give, dog, let it be the chick. Let it be other things in your life, but don't let it be your schoolwork, bro. Handle business. Handle business on your schoolwork. But we do appreciate you showing up, dog. So here's a quick question, Jay. Are you at the 6-month mark? Because I kind of feel like we've seen 6 months before. So we got to keep it real here on the Rodcast, bro. There's eelgrass floating right here, guys. Let's see. 541. We might bounce out of this area. This area has consumed a good amount of our time, but it's answered the questions. So we're good. There's no telling how many lures this bank has seen in the last 2 days. We are in 8 feet of water. Oh, Jason, the voice of reason. All right, guys. I believe that we are in a different dimension. Because if Jason is the voice of reason saying, yo, stay away from vaping, Jay. Now we know that we've hit top interdimensional travel. But yes, Jay, you're young, homie. Focus on your schoolwork. Focus on stacking your paper, homie. And the rest will just fall into place. I wish you the best of luck with you and your chick, but focus on stacking your paper, and the rest will fall into place, homie. Cuvo Mitch, what's up, dog? Just out here currently with 0 fish. We are not concerned as of yet. We just came to a different area, try some things. Oh, Yeah, also, Tino Dad, we will not be fishing in the morning, bro. See, oddly enough, you're free in the morning, and I will not be out here in the morning, as the morning is when all the chaos happens. Unless I am told otherwise. There are quite a few anglers out here during the day. So we'll be out here just accepting the table scraps, whatever's left. Oh, also dudes, yesterday while I was fishing, when the camera was off, I lost the spoon. May that spoon rest in peace, rust in peace. All right, let's get the fish out of here, bro. We ain't worried about it. Oh, we got ourselves a little hunk. I mean, we didn't get it, but that was a hunk from a what do you call it? A barge. If you guys ever wonder if there's floating eelgrass, well, that's what we're talking about. It's dumb. Texas plays at 2:30. You are correct, bro. So that game, you got a good point there, Tater. You have a good point. If that game is at 2:30, let's say it ends, and that's the Red River rivalry. Let's say it ends 3 hours. That puts us at 5:30. That's going to be a close one. We might have to jump in somewhere midday, maybe. Who knows? Who knows? This development. All right, so there was a steep drop right there, but we ain't got time to play games. I ain't got time for this area. Go right here and yoink a fish, and then The heck is my brother talking about my game? What are you talking about, dog? If only this guy would speak in English and not puzzles. If he would just say something that were normal words. Woo. We've already got ourselves some topwater action right here. They were not fans of me being here, I guess. Let's see. Let's see where we're at. Okay, so we're sort of on top, but not on top. The heck was that fish? Dude, I just saw some weird fish come up sideways. That was weird. There it is again. He's spitting out water. Have you guys ever seen this? Look, there he is. What the heck is going on here? Okay, this guy's distracting me, but it's the weirdest thing. He is coming up sideways and spitting water. Dudes, this is no joke. Let me see if I can get this on video. How easily we get distracted. But he's done it. What is he doing? It doesn't look like he's dying. There he is. It's the weirdest thing. I don't know what he's doing. That is... He just comes up on his side, spits out water, and then goes back down. But not all the way down, just a little bit. That's weird, bros. Where he went, I don't know. I see him again. That is a weird fish. All right. The sun is going down. Let's focus. We got to get this one fish, guys. We got to get this one fish. Let's get in the mindset. Here we go. So, Mitch, I don't think it was a carp. It had, well, maybe it was. I don't know. I almost wanted to say it had a little gold fin, but it was weird. No idea what that was all about. Sun sets at 6:18. Aye way. I thought it set at 6:30, but whatever. Whatever, bros. Okay, here we go. Okay, it's pretty funny because I'll throw that topwater and then they'll disappear. And then I'll throw the shaky head and then they'll start popping up again. Just like that. And like that. Ah, very smart little fish. Very smart. All right, these guys are chasing aggressively over here. Come on. Hurry it up, 8-1. Missed me. So I did have a fish slap at my bait. How far behind am I in this chat here? All right, there we go. Oh, I got a jerkbait on. I thought I had a frickin' deep diver. All right, let's see if the jerkbait will bring anything to the yard. Now, you guys didn't see it. You guys didn't see it because it was on this side, but there is a fish in the boat. This is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because, thank the good Lord, we caught that one. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. Got a little close right there. Got a little close. It got a little close right there, guys, but thank the good Lord, the streak continues. Sometimes when you play around too much, sometimes when you play around too much, guys, things happen. Now, since it was out of the frame, does that mean that somebody threw me a fish? I don't know. Could someone have thrown me a fish? There is a possibility. Someone could have tossed me a fish off camera, been all like, here, bro, so your streak can continue. It's possible. 15 minutes till sunset. These guys are going crazy out there. Going a little further off this point. Oh, they're starting to go crazy. We are throwing a Lucky Craft Ghost Minnow jerkbait. Now that one, I had to wait till I saw where he was, and then I tossed in the vicinity, and then at that point in time, he munched. Basically sight fishing at this point. Like right there. Let's see what this brings. Maybe nothing because I cast it too far. It's not a lot of eelgrass out here, so that's cool. Somewhere around here I lost my spoon. We are in 10 feet of water. We're gonna move in a little bit. I actually should throw a bottom bouncing bait right here. Bro, did you not see earlier that I said, more than likely, I won't be out here in the AM because people are gonna be out here like crazy, dog. And why does this fool want to dictate to me 7 a.m.? Why don't we go at the time that I'm gonna go? Is it your boat, Doug? Okay, there's a second one. I think it's my brother's boat, guys. It's not big. I think it's my brother's boat and I'm leasing it or something. Where he tells me, let's go at 7. Have you guys ever had somebody, like a guest, tell you when you should be doing something? Hurry up, fool. There's some fish over here. All right, probably a little Rob. Have you guys ever had somebody say, hey, give me a ride, or let's go on a road trip. You're the dude who's got the method of transportation, so we will be leaving when I say so. You guys ever have somebody like that? It's kind of weird to me that would happen, but I mean, I guess it's possible. Maybe I'm incorrect in assuming that someone shouldn't be demanding what time we would be going. I did, moderator, but it was like not the greatest. It just popped into the head kind of too late. day is feeling kind of not top of the game situation, you know? It's just feeling a little like that. Okay, so there's something in about 8 to 10 feet. He's a little guy. Came off. I horsed him. Let's go bank fishing. Did this fool say let's go bank fishing? Old school. It got pretty close. It got pretty close to we won't even say it, but to the streak not existing in this dimension. But we just went back to some home cooking and we're able to catch them. We ventured off into lands that we don't usually go to. Puro bad lands. And then we said, all right, let's stop playing games. Let's up one or two. Keep the streak alive. I mean, it's not the most impressive batch of fish, but it was a couple fish. Steve, I wish that were the case. I mean, I saw that he was a little one and he was barely hooked and I was like, whatever, I'll just keep reeling him in. But he did come off. That might be me being too, now that I've caught one, I'm more like, I'm ungrateful. Let's call it that, Steve. I'm ungrateful now because I was like, all right, the streak's alive, whatever. Let's just keep throwing. When I should have been like, oh dear God, I got to get this little guy. I don't care. But, you know, that might be, humility might be sent my way based on my behavior. You know what I'm saying? That's why I got to always be grateful for whatever, bro. Because the good Lord can humble you in an instant. So, in an instant, he can humble you. And I know that. So, rather than tempt him, I stay humble, bro. With all humility. Ain't that right, Unlimited? With all humility. Travis, we are currently throwing a Lucky Craft pointer jerkbait, a pointer SP, going about maybe 4 feet deep. We are currently in 8 feet. These bait balls have cruised. I don't see them anymore. They'll come back. But if not, we'll cruise. This will be my last cast with this jerkbait, and then I will throw a shaky head or something on the bottom. I see fish cruising underneath me now. It's like they're just cruising around everywhere. Right underneath me right now. Could be white bass, could be all kinds of stuff. It's not that I never use a tube, bro. It's I don't got a tube on the boat. I have tubes in the arsenal, but not on the boat. Hold on, let me try something. I got a chatterbait right here. I'm just gonna let it drop all the way down and then pop it up and down, or maybe not. I'll let this drop to the bottom, and I'm gonna try and slowly run this back towards me. Bro, I got white tubes, I got green tubes. I got them, bro. I probably have the tube jig heads in my terminal tackle right now. Dang it, that's probably a fish and I missed him. But we just don't have them on the boat, I don't think. Colin, I might be too cool to spoon, but not too cool to tube. You know what I'm saying? All right, this is off a chatterbait, dragged on the bottom. And it's a white bass. Dang it, Moon! This is why we don't hit the bottom. Because of white bass. Moon is gonna have a good Friday, knowing that we caught ourselves a white bass. Frickin' Moon. All right, so we tried to go down low, and we succeeded, but it was a white bass. Let's do it again. Dang it, that was another one. Probably a white bass. We're letting our chatterbait not drag on the bottom, but it is on the bottom. GM, what up? What's happening, dog? Oh. I'm not over there right now, but it just turned on. Of course. I was not within range, but it just turned on out there. That's all right, we can. Well, good thing you got home safe, GM. Don's chatterbait, catching fish on the daily. All right, so I don't know if you guys can see them. They were right there, but I might not make it in time. GM, don't let this guy stoke the fire here, bro. Nobody hates tubes. I just have them in my garage. That's it. The Tackle Tavern has tubes. But here's the thing. Snozook is going to continue, and then he's going to make it to where we're going to check that off as a bait that is never to be thrown. It is going to go into the realm of Ned rigs, Carolina rigs, loop knots. Did Moon even see that white bass? Because that's going to be a waste if I caught that white bass and he didn't even see it. Let's see how far I can cast this jerkbait. That's pretty far, but maybe not far enough. All right, guys, this place gave us hope and life. So, oh, now we're going crazy again. And not a single bite through all that chaos. I basically tossed to right where the fish was. And not a single bite, but that's cool. There's definitely fish munching around here. There's fish in 8 feet of water. I'm gonna have to drop that chatterbait again, because this guy only goes 4 feet. They'll have to come up to me and kiss me, but I think I gotta get down to them, at least in the vicinity. This ghost minnow's too sexy, bro. It's too sexy for them fish. Too sexy, it hurts. It will if they bite it. You guys see that pink cloud over there? I'm gonna let that hit the bottom. Look at this pink cloud over there, guys. Yeah, bro, they gotta kiss my bait. Not me, personally. They gotta kiss my bait. If I had that spoon, bro, I'm sure that that spoon would be killing it here, but the spoon got... the spoon got yesterday. One moment of just a lapse in technique, and next thing you know, boom, he's stuck for life. Couple more casts here, guys, and then we will move on. That almost felt like a bite, but not quite. Oh, it is definitely getting dark earlier, GM. This is... I thought it was gonna be dark at 6:30, but instead, nature was all like, nah, bro, how about a 6:13 sundown? And I was like, well, I'm not a fan of it, but I guess. Let's go out to somewhere a little bit closer where we still have some sunlight. Well, one more cast in this direction where you guys can't see. And I do have sense of crazy. All right, one more cast. I'm gonna tip to get all the way over there. I didn't quite make it. All right, let's move. You sons of fishes, every time I put my rod down, there's a splash. And then, oh, you want another splash. They're trying to keep me here, boys. I tried to get out the game, and they call me back. Trying to get out the game, and they call me back. Let's get out of here. Forget this. You guys can, you'll have to roll backwards so that the mic doesn't fly off, but we'll see what you see. GM, it's gonna be a little packed, player. Just FYI. Jason, that's what's up, dog. Yo, peace out, old school. Peace out, Snook. Whoever's leaving. Peace out, dogs. All right. That was weird. Call it a false positive. I see fish cruising through here, but call that a false hook set. There's definitely bait cruising through here. Now what's going on here? I'm all tangled up. Cool. All right. Now we're untangled. Not spot locked. We are spot locked now. I'll let you guys see that for the time being. Well, that is one of GM's weirder statements. Well, where did that come from? And I'm talking about that wake. That wake came out of nowhere, bros. Just a little guy. Just a little guy. Now when I show him to the camera, he's gonna look giant, but that's because I can't. He's still a little guy. Just a little guy. Dude, there's a bird being tortured or something over here. He's just like, "Rah, rah." You guys hear that bird? That one felt like a better bite. And I missed it. All right, I gotta stay focused. I gotta stay in hook set position. Here we go. What is up with that bird? Okay, that one's got a bigger splash, but I don't know. It's probably just a little John. He's a little angry. I doubt he's a BBL. Nah, he's looking like a little Juan. Just an angry little Juan. Oh, maybe not. He might be a little John. But definitely not. Definitely not a BBL. He's a fat little guy. Let's weigh him real quick. Let's weigh him back here so you guys can see it's legit. This is a fat little Juan. Puro fat little Juan right here, guys. Oh, washalo. Puro fat little Juan. That fish weighed 2 pounds, 10 ounces. And the Mag Dizzy slid up the line just like a scared little worm should. So I slowed it down, guys. I got to the fundamentals. I believe it is my lack of attention that is causing me the issue. Colin, are you telling me that you would be okay setting up a hammock somewhere in Toronto, just downtown, and just calling it a night? Be like, all right, I'm gonna sleep out here in Toronto, City Park or whatever. I don't know what's in Toronto. And you're gonna be all fine and dandy with a hammock. That sounds a little risque, bro. But again, I don't know Toronto, or Canada. So maybe in Canada you can do that kind of thing. But let's say GM, oh, my worm was all stupid. I'm gonna have to cut my mag busy. I can't tell what these bugs are. Are they mosquitoes or just annoying gnats? They could be mosquitoes. I could be lunch right now. Breakfast maybe, because they probably barely woke up. So I could be breakfast right now. Let me do a double check here on the things flying around me right now. They don't look like mosquitoes. Did Colin answer? Okay. I figured it would be, it's different in Canada or something, because you told GM, just get a hammock, bro. You can sleep anywhere. I'm not even sure I would sleep on a hammock on Silver out in the lake. I'm not sure I would do that. Mainly because, I could get hit, but I'd probably be hanging out in a cove. But other option, a snake could crawl or attempt to crawl on Silver. I'm not sure they could, though. Maybe they can. He'll probably put down the ladder and be like, yo, dog, you mind if I curl up right here? As long as they eat the bugs, I guess, which I know they don't, but in about like 20 minutes, I'm probably gonna be surrounded by bats because I'm surrounded by these dumb bugs. It reminds me of that story. The lady who swallowed a fly or something along those lines. And then she swallows a frog to eat the fly, and then blah, blah, blah. She becomes very fat or something. I don't know. I don't remember all the details to the story. I just know she swallows a fly. That's where it starts. Our story begins when a lady swallows a fly. It is a harrowing tale of a lady trying to rid herself of, and this is the description when you guys are going to order the book. It is a harrowing tale of an old lady who attempts to rid herself of a fly that she, for some reason, consumed. Oh, son of a... That was me being late to a hook set, dudes. Puro son of a fish. My bad, boys and girls. That fish kind of cruised with it. Bear attacks. Dude, one of the first times that I came to visit Alabama, well, visit my brother in Alabama, like his homie lived somewhere in the woods. And so we go over to where his homie, what was that? We go over to where his homie lives. And dang it. Okay, bro, okay, all right, focus, dog, focus. Come on now, one time, son. So we go over to where his homie lives, and we're just hanging out, and there's like a wood line, you know, where it wasn't cleared or whatever. There's an area that is cleared, and we're walking the edge of that wood line in the dark. I don't know why we were out there, but me and my brother are out there, the moderator, I think. Well, it had to have been the moderator. The moderator was there, and the stash was there. And we heard coyotes off in the distance, and they sort of kept getting closer, but they were still off in the distance, you know, whatever. And we heard they're like, I don't know what you call it, cackling or stupid coyote whimpers or whatever off in the distance. And then one of us, I'm not sure which one of us, but one of us decided to make or to mimic that noise. And when we mimicked that noise, we heard it again right at the edge of the wood line, and we're all like, all right, let's get out of here. Because it was a bunch of them, bros. It was just like they just came out of nowhere, that noise. And I was like, all right, let's get out of here. I mean, more than likely, we would have won that battle, but I'm not looking to throw down with some Yodis, bro. What up, Don? All right, 2 more casts, guys, because these gnats, or whatever they are making making it not great out here. Oh, bro, it was going to be, I mean, it's me and my brother, stashing the moderator. I mean, we would probably attempt to, I mean, just off the dome, we're circling around them to make sure that me and my brother are the ones that are gonna get the brunt of it. My brother at that time, he was a little more formidable than what he is now. Now he's just like, psh, whatever. But during that time, he was a little more formidable. I'll give him that. Dude, why would they put a boat on some ropes, dog? I know Ranger, you know, it might be a publicity stunt or something, but why would Ranger put some boats on ropes and fly them around? That seems a little bit dangerous. If the ropes broke, then the boat would fall on somebody. I know they can't sink, but I know that they have to adhere to the laws of gravity. So explain that one to me, GM. A wink, GM. Even more dangerous, they were flying over the road. Unless they were delivering that boat to somebody, why would they have Rangers flying in the air? That is a dangerous publicity stunt. But maybe if it gets people to purchase Rangers, then I guess it did its job. Who knows? Well, I will agree with you. You don't see that every day because I've never seen a Ranger on a boat. I mean, on a rope. I mean, I have the day that you were pulling me around town, you know, to the humps and whatever. I did see a Ranger on a rope then, but we weren't flying. So that's where it gets kind of odd, but whatever, bro. I'm not going to judge Ranger. I don't know Ranger's finances. I think that, I mean, there'd be an easier way to do publicity than having one on a helicopter flying it around town, wherever you were, bro. And I'm hoping it was more than one rope, because a Ranger on one rope, that's got to be a strong rope. All right, guys, we are going to bounce. We came out here, we tried a new area. It didn't really pan out. Then we just kind of moved on. It was pretty close. It was pretty close to there being a problem with the streak. But thank the good Lord that the streak continued. And remember, for unlimited, this is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on. My water got shot up my nose as I pulled the trolling motor handle up. It flung water up my nose a little bit. That was an interesting splash. So potentially the biggest fish that we caught today was 2 pounds, 10 ounces. What the what? What are these boys doing to all these fish out here when we're not here? They're catching them and taking them to new homes. They're relocating them. Well, I'm not sure what the chat is talking about, but all I know is that I didn't finish that song, and I don't know if I can leave you guys like that. So, this is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because this is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because it got really close to an end. Were we sweating it? Not necessarily, but we were getting frustrated. We were like, what is going on here? How have I not got a single bite? So the sweat wasn't there, but the frustration level, it did increase. Because you know, we keep it real here on the Rodcast. The stress level increased, or the frustration level increased. Was not a fan of not getting a bite in all that area. All right, which way is this guy facing? I don't want to go to where he's casting. This is the streak that never ends. You see, guys, this is what you guys want me to get on my boat so that I can stay alive, I guess. Those lights right there. It's hard to miss whatever that is. Could be a spaceship. I don't know. But it is definitely hard to miss it. You think I'm losing it, moderator? What are you talking about? I've already done lost it. Creel asking if I've ever really had it. I drip it. You know what I'm saying, bro? I'm dripping it. That's how it I've had, bro. I'm just like all it. No doubt about it. I'm nothing but it, homie. And sometimes people want to keep that on the low. So they're out there and they're all like, he's the it. You know what I'm saying, bro? They try and keep it on the low with that but then somebody just says it. So they know that I am the it with all humility. All humility there, Creole. I am the it. Those two syllables were not combined by the Latin assassin. There was a pause. Keeping with the PG-13 of the broadcast, the Latin assassin has made it known that he is the it. There was a pause. A pause. That's what I'm saying, Jason. You guys have been requesting that I get that light set up so that in the middle of the night, people can see me. But I have this inherent problem, bro. I'm like Tupac out here, bro. Fishers can't see me, bro. So when all these fishers are out here, bro, they can't see me. So if I got lights or not, they just can't see me. Bro, nobody has ever seen me in any state other than my state that I'm in right now. Now, my father has said, well, I mean, Colin, you might have a point there. I don't know. You might have a point, but I can't crutch myself like that, dog. I gotta take the onus on myself and be all like, all right, bro, you suck. Why didn't you catch him? But yeah, my father has requested, because, you know, I get a little crazy sometimes at family events, and my father has requested for me to. Now, here's the thing, bro. Most fathers will not, or most sane parents, and I believe that my father is sane, like most will not be all like, yo, dude, they will not lead you to drinking, I don't think. But he has said on multiple occasions, why don't somebody get this guy a beer so he'll shut up? But he assumes that if I drink, then I will be different, and maybe I'll be a quiet drunk. I don't know. But the world will never see it. We will never know, because Pandora's box shall remain shut. There will be no opening of Pandora's box. Oh, so apparently my brother sent this driftwood in. I don't know why. Apparently he's trying to sell it. I don't know why. There's a lot of things I don't know about my brother. So this is the part where we would let you guys hear what do you call it? Guntersvilleans. But we will not do that today. You guys will cruise with me to go get the truck. This is the streak that never ends. It goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and they'll continue watching it forever just because. This is the streak that never ends. Maybe you can. Maybe you can't. I should probably be in range now. Yeah, guys, so yesterday This is just a little tidbit of information. Yesterday, the moderator had made some little breadsticks. They are very similar, sort of. I mean, not in the size, but in the taste and stuff to like Gardettos or whatever it's called. And those were some delicious breadsticks. So I think I'm gonna, if I start getting fatter, which is possible because the moderator is trying to fatten me up. I noticed that I am no longer my slim 175. I pushed up to 180. She ain't liking the fact that I am slim and trim. She is trying to bulk me up. But she's doing a good job of it with those breadsticks. Those breadsticks, and I'm talking about like they're tiny, bros. They're like, I don't know, half an inch or less. But they pack a punch. They were delicious. So if I start to get chunky, bros, you'll know that it was breadsticks. Little tiny delicious breadsticks that I should have taken a picture of and sent it to you guys so you guys can see it, but I didn't. They were delicious. Clicked, engine up, and you're gonna have some feedback. No longer. All right. Whew. So yes, guys, delicious breadsticks. At the cost of my waistline, bros. Because if she continues to make those, seeing as how I don't like really eat potato chips or anything like that, if she continues to make those, then that's gonna cause me a problem. Because I'm gonna have to stop eating them. But it seems like you could just sit there and eat multiple, let's call them bowls full of that, without any knowledge of going overboard. So, I guess Friday couldn't take us down, homies. Thank the good Lord that we caught the fish necessary to continue the streak. We did not catch a BBL. Though Al did. Al caught a BBL and I believe he cashed a check. I'm not here trying to let the IRS agent, know about Al's winnings, but potentially he did. Potentially he won some money, homies, and we're happy for him. That's what's up. And with that, my dudes, we end another rodcast. We got off the water safe and sound, so we thank the good Lord that we got off the water, and we will hit it again tomorrow. I don't know what time. My brother's trying to get me to go early in the morning. He's probably gonna call me and we're gonna have to chit chat and blah, blah, blah. And he's gonna try and trick me. If I make pizza for the game tomorrow, I might have to make some breadsticks. Well, that's what I'm saying, Krill. You're always welcome to come over and see the game. We'll be watching the Texas versus Oklahoma game. All right, Colin, I'm expecting that Rapallo sponsorship, and then I'll throw their baits all the time. That I mean I'll have to do it, bro, because we're on the job. We're on the clock, you know what I'm saying? So here's the thing, bro. I'm gonna have to do this. Oops. Let me just do it one time for Jason. Here you go, Jason. What just happened? I'll just stand here awkwardly.
Hey. Hey. Guntersville. On the lake. We chillin'. Grillin'. LA&G and even Creel too. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Guntersville. Riding on silver. Ripping and spilling. Wake up early, sun on the rise, waves getting sharp like blades in the skies. Throttle down, silver skates on.
Maybe I'll dance a little bit.
Like a samurai slash. Grill got the bait lines heavy with dreams. Unlimited vision, plotting schemes. Cars on the deck.
Do some crip walking up here.
Engine growl, yeah, that's our sound. Lake so smooth, feel skybound. Guntersville gang, we own this town. Guntersville. On the lake, we chillin', thrillin'. LA&G and even Creel too. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Unlimited calling, yeah, that's the crew. Guntersville. Riding on silver. Ripping this building. Dockside vibes where the stories unfold. Fish tails big, but the crew stays bold. Trophies stacking like chips in a game. Legends of the lake, yeah, they know our name. Life jackets wiped out, neon and black. Cooler on deck, stack to the max. Silver's way cutting a lightning streak. Guntersville flow, unique technique. Villains on the water, hearts of gold. Stories told, but the lake's still cold. Riding waves, carving paths unseen. Guntersville fam, we the dream team. You can't get me. Yo, can't get it.
That's what's up, dog. This chick's over here looking at me like, why is this fool dancing on his boat? Nobody knows. Nobody knows why I do any of the stuff that I do. But just know, I'm dancing on the boat. All right, homies. Fish around and find out, homies. I will see you tomorrow, not knowing what time, but I will show up sometime. So keep your eyes peeled, homies, because remember, college football, blah, 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 blah. We'll see what's up. All right, guys, fish around and find out.